Should have done something with the hair before I went live. I'll turn on the chat room to make sure I can follow that. Just show it to me. Somewhere in here. Nope. Nope. Dude, stupid filters. What is this, Instagram? There we go. Skip this a little bit. That's better. Okay. Get a beer. One of these videos that no one's gonna watch, but you are. I'm looking older and older. No bueno. All right, what are we doing here tonight? Well, we're going to stage some shit. I have a long trip coming up, and so the bike is over here to my right, your left, and new tires are on it. Got some stuff I want to just make sure. I want to make sure everything fits on the bike. The longest trip I've ever done was 2 weeks. This will be 5 weeks, and so I want to make sure that we're all good. Yeah, my camping gear, and I've reorganized it. So Wednesday I just went through a bunch of it and sold a bunch of stuff too. So now we're down to a simpler setup. So enjoy. Hope you have a beer handy. It's late. Yeah. Need a beer. I'm in music over here though, so it's not so loud. You guys. First things first, we're going to sweep and my tent. I want to make sure there are no tears in it. I just got this tent this week. So, tent setup time. I'm sure this is the internet. Someone's going to be like, "Hey, you're sweeping wrong." Yeah. All right, so it's tent time. We're doing the Big Agnes Battle Mountain 3. That's hopefully going to be the tent that I run on this trip. And here, where is it? Somewhere over here. I just reorganized everything. Oh, it's in here. It's my Battle Mountain 2. So we're going one bigger for this trip. Battle Mountain 3 is being unboxed. It's been out of stock on Big Agnes' website for like 3 years. And the joke of it is REI had these in stock. So I bought the Battle Mountain 2 in 2018. And I bought the 3 in 2018. At the time, I wasn't using tent pole bags. I was using just my panniers. And I couldn't fit the Battle Mountain 3 tent poles into my panniers as I returned it and got the 2. I've regretted it ever since. And so finally going back to the 3, make sure it all works. People that join the channel, which will join this feed, are going to be like, is this guy sleeping in his garage? Did he piss off his wife? There should be we have a footprint. There we go. Got our footprint. Yeah, watching Adam set up a tent in his garage. A great use of your Saturday. Where's my beer? Hey, we're almost out of videos, by the way. So May 22nd, which I think is like Tuesday or Wednesday, that's the last video on the channel. Tonight will be the Tail of the Dragon video. Tomorrow night will be another tent review video that I return. And then after that, will be some other video, and then I'll do the tire video, and then we'll be done with videos. Oh, the Clearwater nighttime riding video will be out Tuesday or Wednesday, and then we'll be done with videos. Basically at the end. What I love about the Battle Mountain series of tents is that they're color coded, so the body and the footprint have these colors, so you know where your poles should go. These are just awesome feature to have these. So you got gray, black, and yellow for your poles. And it's just a fantastic feature. So, yellow. And when you're in the Yukon or Ontario province and black flies are swarming you, it's so nice to have color-coded sheets. This looks nice. This looks nicer than the one I already have. If you're just joining, which most of you are, we're going to be doing, we'll be going through all of my gear to make sure everything that I need for this trip, so I can order stuff in time, because I have 2 weeks for this bike to get put onto a trailer and head to Redmond, Oregon. So some people that when I go to events, when they see me unpack my Battle Mountain 2 tent, they're always like, "Holy shit, that's a lot of poles," and it is. But that is because this is a 4-season alpine tent, and so it's a lot of poles. All right, we'll do our X first. X, gonna give it to you. Gonna break this shit. Yeah, my Battle Mountain 2, I've probably slept in it for over 100 nights. I honestly don't know, but I've slept in it a lot. And so it was time to get a new tent. Cool thing about buying a tent you already have is you know you like it. And it should be as easy to set up. Okay, so yellow. I have a problem here. These poles are too goddamn long for my ceiling. All right. So yellow should be going this way. That's the yellow. We shall see. Oh, check out the new tires. People are probably already bored. Watch us through the tent. Got the Moto Z Tractionator GPSs on. Those were installed today at BMW Charlotte. You can't really see much there, can you? It's kind of boring, I guess. And they charge you more if you bring them tires. I told them it was like a sponsorship deal. I got a good price on them, so I don't mind paying the extra money. But whenever they noticed I brought the wheels in separately, they're like, "Oh, you saved us so much labor. We're just going to charge you the normal rates." It was $120 to mountain balance the two tires. So great price for a city price. We're losing people like flies. All right, let's get this shit on the road. Yeah, I am curious what they recommend for the mounting. If it's inside or outside. I don't know what's that. All the while, millions of black flies are swarming me. I almost grabbed one of those Hillenbergs, not Hindenburg, Hillebergs. Hillebergs? The Alec 3. I almost grabbed one of those. It was like $1,400. But what sold me when I was watching the YouTube video was it's still a two layer tent. So the interesting. Okay. Are these different sizes? They should be the same size. These are not DAC featherlight poles. They are very strong though, DAC poles. But being an alpine tent, they're not featherlight. Yep, same length. So, just like the Battle Mountain 2. Right? No, that can't be. They're not. Don't break that shit. Does this go like that now? It's not like my tent. It looks just like my 2, but something is different with these poles. Oh. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. This is Old Man Sets Up a Tent on YouTube. Reading instructions. So, I don't know about colors here. Take out the iPad. I am not seeing the colors that you mentioned, sir. They look identical to me. I just find it very hard to believe that that is correct. It's just not bent enough. You can try though. They are dark feather light. They're dark feather light greens. Don't break on me. Okay, I guess it does work. Didn't think it would. There'll be someone at home that's watching another video, like how to put this together, and being like, "This is terrible at them. Be better." Is everyone, like when you buy a tent, does everyone go home and set up the tent for the first time in their backyard just to make sure everything's good before they go on a multi-thousand-mile trip? You should. Better than doing this the first time 3,000 miles from home. Okay. This is significant. I wish I had the time tonight, guys, to show you the Battle Mountain 2 versus 3 side by side, because this is significantly bigger than the 3. And if you're wondering about, like, this seems over-engineered, you can look at pictures on Mount Everest. This is the Base Camp 1 tent for Mount Everest. And so it's really strong. I've been in rallies on the beach, and then motorcycle trips in northern Canada, Newfoundland, Nova Scotia, my Battle Mountain 2, and there have been tents like folding over, rain pouring in, and my Battle Mountain 2 is just like solid. It's like it's an immovable thing. It's just a wonderful tent for. That is huge in there. That is gigantic. Oh, there's so much storage. Oh, I'm so thankful to see all this storage. Guys, Big Agnes they just do such a good job with storage. Can I turn this camera on? There we go. Yeah, so here's the tent. It's huge. But look at the way Big Agnes does their storage. They have these pockets that line the whole inside on both sides. They're like, you want pockets? We'll give you pockets. Isn't that nice? And then of course you have a pocket up there too, which is taut, so you can just hang stuff from. And then lots of little clips all over the place. Tons of little clips to hang things from. Like you just hang everything. These alpine tents are made this way because you have stuff that's wet that needs to like dry at night, and you just have lots of space to just hang that stuff and dry it. So exciting. This is so wonderful. I'm stoked. Okay, let's get the rain fly fixed. Attached. And see how that goes. So gray, and gray. Yellow to yellow. Perfect. There we go. And these guidelines are very nice. And just nice clips. Well, how many folks have already looked up the price of this thing and said it better be freaking nice for what you paid for it? There was a note here about yes, that's where you go. I'm having some second thoughts. I now get faster at setting this thing up, but the second thoughts are coming with like, how much more work is a 3-man tent than a 2-man tent? And do I actually want to deal with this? Because I'm not going to be camping anywhere more than a day unless I have to. And so do I actually want to deal with this for 30 days? That vestibule is effing huge. That vestibule is massive. Look at this thing. Look how huge this vestibule is. It looks way bigger than a, there you go. It looks way bigger than a 3-person tent with that vestibule engaged. This thing is huge. Yeah. It's very roomy. This is overkill for a 1-person motorcycle tent. I've done this before though. I've done this before where I bought this thing like 6 years ago and returned it because I was overwhelmed by the size of it. Like almost having the 2-man tent, it almost like encourages me to like get the heck out of it in the morning and go ride, as opposed to like living in it like it's a house. I don't know. Where's my chair? Just gonna sit here and stare at it for the next 3 minutes and give you guys some complete silence. I love it way more than the Mountain Hardware when that video goes up tomorrow night. I love it way more than Mountain Hardware. It's just friggin' massive. Well, let's take it and pack it away, and we'll see how it packs down compared to my Battle Mountain 2. It's not like if I was going on like a 2 or 3 day trip and needed a base camp, this is beautiful. But is it a tent that I want to live in for 5 weeks? That's why I got the bigger tent, but like this just seems huge. I know this is a boring live stream. Also, can all of these fit into the Backcountry 40 tent pole sleeve? Some of these tent poles are angled. They take a little more space in the diameter of the pack weight. As for sleeping bag, my 15 degree or 20 degree anvil horn, Big Agnes anvil horn sleeping bag, it's fine. It still works, but it's just got so many like tape patches over it where it keeps losing down. So I bought the Torchlight 20, which is, this should pack down much smaller than this, but this is a it's expandable. But I had that anvil horn 20 for 6 years, and it's getting tired. So. Not as tired as I am right now. But that's newborn baby things. All right. I don't think that I have size. I might need a bigger stuff sack. My sister was watching me stuff a tent into a stuff sack, and she was like blown away by how fast I could stuff a tent. But you just get used to it, you do it a lot. That's the rain fly. You figure your shit out. Yeah. I'm gonna need to get a bigger stuff sack. I'll go buy one tomorrow. But my favorite part of the Big Agnes tent, the battle mount, is because these tent poles are all so strong. You basically get a rigid like it's rigid. When you picking this thing up is so light. It's like 4 pounds. And so even though it's a 3-man tent, it's super light, super strong. And so when I'm packing up in the mornings, I can just take this thing, put it on its side, and just like, up in the air, but I can't do that because there's a joist above me. Put it up in the air and just like shake all the shit out. And it's just so nice in the mornings to be able to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could definitely live in that tent. I could live there. Yeah. I really want to keep it. I like it a lot. It's so beautiful. It's so strong. It's taken down pretty easy. You just remove these clips and then you just unhook the 4 corners and you're done. Very simple set takedown. Yeah, if I can get this thing to fit in, if I can get all this to fit into my, the goal for me of this trip is that all of my sleep gear fits in the backcountry 40 duffel. So that if I have to hike into a place to camp, because some places you can't camp, you can't roll your bike in. If I have to walk 100 yards to camp, I can just take the duffel bag that's on that chair right there and just put it on my back, and it'll have sleep pad, sleep bag, and tent, and a headlamp, like just right there. Do this. There we go. That was the issue I had before, is the tent poles. Sorry guys. I've long thought, like, what would it have been like to have a Battle Mountain 3? So, entry 40 duffel. Let's see. This is everything. Moment of truth. Man, that is like right at the length of that BC40 for the tent poles. Right at the length. I mean, it'll still close. But I actually need to be careful and have these, actually don't slide out or anything, but yeah. So the Battle Bound 3 poles do fit in the BC40, which is nice. They're very long poles though. All right. We good? There we go. Yeah, people are dropping like flies. I expected. Let's I'm gonna be boring here for a second. I gotta get on my phone and get the right compression sack for this tent. Event large. Five, that's an 8. Yeah, so the 8's probably gonna go back. I don't think this is a 20. Let's go for the 14 liter. See how it does. Summit stuff sack. We sold out of that one. We got nothing. Man. All right. Well, let's just do this. Do one medium, one large. We'll see how it goes. Okay. 37.41. Perfect. Amazon's nice though, sometimes. Really is. I say sometimes. But I'm going to return both of those dry bags from REI. Thanks everyone for stopping by. It's nice that people just kind of like cycle in and cycle out. So we're turning this. Turning this. Yep. Okay. Well, we didn't accomplish what we wanted to tonight. I was going to do some more packing, but until I get the tent in there, there's no more packing to do tonight. So tomorrow I'll do a bit more, but not streamed. I'll just be doing it on my own. I'm just wondering about, like, I'm thinking about just bringing like an oil filter with me on this trip and then buying oil somewhere. Or do I just go to a dealer and just pay the oil change price of the 6,000 miles? Decisions. It's not like I don't have like, what do you call it, like I don't get like crippled around making decisions. Right now there's just so many decisions to make with this trip that I'm just feeling like there's so many decisions to make. It's not like preparing for things that are gonna happen that aren't gonna happen, but like over prepping. It's more like, where do I get tires? Where do I get oil change done? Do I have enough battery packs? Those kind of things. So I just need to like sit down on a laptop and experiment. Well, until the big dry sack comes, I can't put the tin away. Just test it inside of the. Well, you know, let's do this real quick. I will do, just before we go, I will do the sleeping bag. I can do that. Let's see if we can get it to fit into this guy. If some people fuss over like motorcycle mods, I fuss over camping gear because like so much has to go right because you like it has to be comfortable, it has to be quality, it has to be you'll sleep in it, but then it has to also be able to fit in the bike. You know, it's just really it's hard. Hard too because this stuff does like sleeping bags and stuff, they degrade over time and they get dirty and they get like loose. And it's so hard to get a new sleeping bag and be like trying to fit into small places. My other anvil horn will just slide right in here. All right, I think we're good. Kind of. Can we get this to close up? That's my question. Sorry about that. You guys hold up. That is the limit of that bag. This is a small Sea to Summit event. And I don't know if we're even going to be able to compress anything in this thing. Like compressibility is probably not even going to happen. But frankly, actually, I don't want to compress this too much because I want it to stay like a little sausage in the backcountry duffel. Backcountry duffel isn't very wide, so yeah. This is actually fine. This is perfect. So, sleeping bag. It's 20 degree. It's quite big actually for a sleeping bag. So this is gonna slide right into the backcountry with the tent once we get our thing. So, 51 minutes. You guys are gotta be bored by now. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go do some more spreadsheeting at 11 p.m. on a Saturday. Ride safe, take care. Bike's looking good over here behind me. Needs a little wash, but yeah, you guys enjoy. Thanks for watching. How do I stop this? Did I just do that?